All right, IDAISL2. Last class, I showed you guys how to find like the average or the mean, median, and mode of a frequency table and kind of doing it by hand and reasoning it out. There is a way to do this on your calculator that's much faster, so I want to show you this method. Let's say that I wanted to find the mean of just a string of numbers like this. I apologize for this video production. It's just amazing, isn't it? So we'll get to that one, the frequency table one on the bottom later. But here, if you just have a string of numbers, I'm going to show you how to put this in your calculator and find the mean. So the first thing you need to do is to create a list. See the list button that's right above the stat button? So you need to hit second, then list. Oh, sorry, I already messed up this video. Hit second and quit out of that. You need to edit a list. Those are all the lists that appear in your calculator. But first hit stat, just the stat button. Hit enter on edit. Now, sometimes when like somebody's been using your calculator, there will already be things in here. So what you want to do is clear these out. Please hit the clear button, not the delete button. Hit clear and then hit enter, and that will clear out entire list 2. Hit clear and enter on list 1, and now that's clear. Now I'm going to take all those numbers from my sheet of paper that I showed you guys, these numbers right here, and I'm just going to punch them into list 1, hitting enter after each number. So 146, 151, 158, 158, 161, 149, 160, 147, 158, 160, 216, 225, 238. Now notice these don't have to be in order at all. They can, they can be all scrambled up. It really doesn't matter. But once I've got all those pieces of data in there, hit stat again. Now instead of hitting edit, arrow over to calc. So you hit the right arrow, and then there's a whole bunch of statistics programs in here. The one we're concerned with is one var stats. This stands for one variable stats. Hit enter. Now, I was doing something else with my calculator earlier, so just go ahead and clear that list 2. We're only drawing from L1 for our data, and then you hit calculate for one var stats. Now, there's a bunch of stuff in here, but the thing we're most concerned with is right here, X bar. X bar stands for the average of X. So the average of that data is 171.31. So there's the mean. X bar is 171.31. Now, last class I showed you how to do this with a frequency table, because most of you are thinking like, oh yeah, but I already knew how to find the average of 10 numbers. Like you add them all together and you divide by 10. Now, let's do it with a frequency table. So here are scores. These are the data, 2 all the way up to 12. But there's different frequencies. There's 21 2s and 9 3s and 8 4s and 4 5s. So we're going to go back to that list. Well, we're not going to hit the list button. You hit the stat button. Hit enter on edit. Now I want to clear list 1 because I have brand new data, so hit clear, not delete. If you hit delete, it gets rid of L1, and then it's a big process to get it back. So in L1, I'm going to put my scores. The scores were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, missed one. You can always go back up, arrow up, and edit it. Now, for the frequencies, I have all these frequency numbers. You're going to make list 2 those frequencies. So 21, 9, 8, 4, 7, 20, 13, 9, 6, 2, 1. Please notice that these 2 match up. The very last entry matches up with this one. So you know that you didn't miss anything. If those numbers are off by a little bit, you should go back and check to see you didn't miss one or accidentally add one. Now that you have that all in there, hit stat again, arrow over to calc. We're going to run one var stats, but right now it's only going to pull scores from L1, but we need a frequency list from L2. So arrow down to L2, and the way you pop an L2 in there is this, right? here. See that little script above the number 2? There's an L2. So hit second, L2, then arrow down to calculate. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Boom. There's our average, 5.82. So, very quick way to find the mean of a frequency list. Let's see what else is in there. The N stands for 100. That meant there was 100 pieces of data. We're going to learn about these guys later, so don't worry too much about that. All right, guys.